Hello, it is 8:01 p.m. on April the 18th of 2021, and we are looking at an interdimensional UFO from the Tennessee live webcam. You may not, I have not been here for a while. This is in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's at the Rework building, and it's also the same place where the cubes had shown up, but it's on the other side of the building. And this right here, this is a place of importance because I think this is like a courthouse or the post office. It's some kind of governmental building is what it is. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I just went over here to this Nashville, Tennessee live webcam from the, let me see if I can get this right here. Hello from the webcam. So you can go to webcamtaxi.com and you will see it. You all hold on one moment, please. Okay, I've got that right there. So yeah. So what was interesting about this is I took a lot of screenshots. Is it showed up and it seems to have like a an opening in the center. Hello, Applebrooks. Yeah, let's look at this as we go through it. See what it does. It literally jumps from one building and then it comes over here is what it did. And it is massive, okay? It's bigger than a bird. But this building right here has had activity at it before. It's like the cubes, like these three windows. The cubes came and they literally took them away in some of the other buildings. But look at that. So I'm gonna, after I show this, I'm gonna take you to it goes up here, and then this building is of importance too, and the rework building, and then it turns into that. It turns into that after it's after it was that, it went down there, it turned into that, then it flew off of there, and it went down to here, to the water. Whatever's in the water. Hey now, you seeing what I'm seeing down here in this water? This is quite possibly a UFO in the water by the outline of it. It is quite possibly a invisible UFO down there in the water because this thing, it went from the building, it was from there, and it was there. Let's go to this, the screenshots, to the video itself, you all. This is, there's something going on in Tennessee, and I just want to ask this one question. Where was Gotham City? You know, the Batman movies. Where was Gotham? What state? Because I don't remember what state Gotham with Batman. Yes, like a portal in the water, like the Batman and Gotham City. I don't know what state that was in. Hello. It was in Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah. I can't remember if I said hello, you all. I'm getting kind of a tad bit forgetful. I'm just going to say it again. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. It was in New York. Okay, well, there's something going on in Tennessee because there's just too much activity happening there is what it is, down in downtown Manhattan. Okay, so let's watch this. So we have this right here, but this is not the original place that it started. And if somebody remembers the name of this building, because it's not a private building, I think it is, what? The Batman building in Knoxville, Tennessee. Is that the Batman building in Knoxville, Tennessee right here? Drew Tuck? Because this is the building where the cubes literally tried to build another column and they replicated this part. Okay, I've got you. All right. Well, there literally are. I've been watching winged beings flying from here continually on this live webcam. And they disguise themselves as birds, but I know they're not just birds. I know they can take on any shape that they want. All right, so this is right here for now. Let's watch this, you all, because if I go back to the beginning, I got to get it going, you all. I do. So what happens if you look right down here? You see it moving down here at the screen. You may say, Gina, where? Can you see it right down here moving? It starts off down here. It's literally flying all over the place. Okay, look at this down here. It's moving at the very bottom underneath the white line of the Tennessee, moving. So it starts down there, and it literally, it will move up here. See it on this building right here? Right here. It moves to the building right here, and we did identify that down here was a place where, I think this was a place where the UFOs or the craft, they literally, there's some kind of a portal or some kind of an entrance down here in the city around this area, because this was a lot of activity. So it literally, it comes from here and it jumps over to there. And then after it goes to there, that's when it goes down here to this building right here. Okay, let's take it back. So it's going to start off down here in this area, and then it's literally going to go up here, bounce over here or fly over here. Then it's going to go up here. Then it's coming down to here. And then it literally goes down into the water. There's something down there in the water. It's probably their craft. So let's watch this. If I can go back. So it starts off down there. You can see it moving around like that. So then it does that. It comes up here. Can you see it right there in that spot? Comes up there. And it literally, it's going to, see it's went over to here now. So it starts off right there. It goes from here, and then it's going to come right there. Boom. Right above that building. And you may say, Gina, I can't see what you're looking at. Okay, how about right here? This is a great big old interdimensional, like UFO. You can see it has an opening in the center. So it goes right there also. It is weird. But these things exist, okay? Our world has so many things happening, so many mysteries that are kept secret, and they're there. We just got to hunt for them and bring them out. Okay, we just got to bring them out to raise awareness. You know, we're not alone. There is another dimension. There are interdimensional beings. There are UFOs. Okay, there are. So let's flip this back around. So it goes from right there, and then it's going to literally come from here. It's going to come over here and go to that building right there. So let's just watch it. Boom. If I stretch it out, you can see it move. I don't want to, let's watch it come from the building. If I can get it like that, because this is kind of tricky. I would show it in a video, but there's no way I can get it that well in a video. You see it moving from there? That's what it does. You may say, oh, that's a moth. No, it's not a moth. Unless you want to call it Mothman. Do you want to call it Mothman? You can call it Mothman. Hello, Demetrius. You can call it Mothman if you want. And I've heard about Mothman. I heard something about it when Mothman comes onto the scene, what was going to happen. I did, because it's kind of the color, but it's like a UFO. It's like an interdimensional being. But if you would look at it like that, it does look like it would have the body of like a moth. But then it's going to come down to there, you all, is what it's going to do. See, it literally came down here. And this building is of importance, this building. So where is my cursor? There it is right there. Yeah, Moth Boy, Mothman, it's whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's literally came there, and we're going to track it. It's coming there, and then it's going to, I can't see it. I got to back up so I can see it. Okay, it goes there. And then I tracked it, and then we see it came right down to here. Right down to there. So I'm going to back it up, and you can see it appear. After I back it up, if I can get it to go. You see it? There it is. There's something in the water. I think it's their aircraft or something. And I wasn't able to figure that out. But there is something down there, like a big spaceship right there. It's kind of cloaked and visible right there by that bridge, whatever that water area is. Yeah. You think the deep state changed things by going back in time, and I hope they didn't, because that isn't nice. Yeah, there's definitely something there that this has went to, because, okay, let's do this. I got to do this. If I can get my thumb on it. Okay, it's gone. It's gone now. So, but what is that in the water? So if we go backwards, you can see it there. There. Then it comes over to... Gina, can you get that going? Or are you going to get it going? Okay, there it is, right there. And then it's on this building right here. And then it's down here, so we're just going to follow it. There. Then it comes to here. Then it comes to there. It comes to there. And then it's down there in that water, you all. I never heard of Mothman until last year sometime. But this Tennessee, that building, something is definitely happening with this building right here. Is something happening, and I think the whole design of it and everything is significant. The way it arches, and it kind of looks kind of gothic like. It really does. And you know, I want to say something about these webcams. I really do. Of all the webcams that I've been doing, I can't get to 3/4 of them. They shut them down. 3/4 of the webcams that I used to use, they are no longer available, you all. And you'd have to ask yourself, why is that? Why aren't they available anymore? They're just not. They're just not available at all. What was this one about? I don't know what this one was about, but see, this is what it was about. Oh, you will wait to dance. I got to be in the mood to dance, and I'm just not in a dancing mood. I'm not. Yeah. So I liked to do the Dublin live webcam with the plasma. It had wonderful plasma. It's gone. The Binky Land and the Hodge, I think that's gone too. What was the other ones? Oh, I also used to go to Cancun in Mexico. The one that I would go to, it's gone. Because that had the black sun. You could see like the black sun, like the center of it. And there's another one that would have the center of the black sun. That's gone too. So there's a lot of webcams that have been decommissioned. Okay, decommissioned. Because they gave out too much information, you all. They really have. So, yeah, that's what I'd like to say. And did you all know that Table Mountain is on fire? Because it is. Table Mountain is on fire, is what it is. If you all hadn't heard about it, it caught fire. And I didn't know until somebody wrote it in the comment section, because look at it. It's on fire. Somebody set it on fire. And you know, I have said before that I felt that Table Mountain was the largest extraterrestrial base on the earth, the largest ET base on the face of the earth, because of all the activity that is occurring with it, is what I felt. You know, I was just over there. What's the day? This morning I was over there looking at it, or maybe not this morning, but the 17th I was looking at it, and you know, look at that. This literally looks like it's some type of a UFO up here. Somebody says, Gina, everything you see in the sky, you call it a UFO. Well, you can find them. But look, it looked all fine and dandy yesterday. It really did. Look at that. I couldn't tell whether that was a bird or a UFO, but it literally flew across the screen. This was Table Mountain before it caught on fire, is what happened. Yeah, so it looked pretty. That was yesterday at 1751. But it's no good no more. it's literally totally on fire, and the fire keeps spreading at Table Mountain. If you haven't been over there, it's spreading, and you think, why is it spreading so much? Look at that. It's spreading all the way to the top of the mountain is what it's doing. It really makes me think. And do you know that Table Mountain is it's like one of the oldest mountains on the face of the earth. Its rocks, they say, are 600 million years old. The rocks on Table Mountain are 600 million years old. That's what they said. So Table Mountain is now in the news. And isn't that ironic, though? We found the UFOs at Table Mountain, and you know, that looked like a great big giant face of a being right there with the little square eyes. When we first started filming Table Mountain, and now it's like on fire. Just think, this fire, it spread, and now it's up there at the top of the mountain. Doesn't that make you wonder what's happening? It really makes me wonder. And they're trying to figure out how it started. Looks like there's a UFO right there. Right there at the top of that mountain. It really does. I just now noticed that. Right at the top of Table Mountain. Like right there. But it's on fire. And I'm sorry, because it's burning down businesses too. And I think the college or something is might burn down. Yeah. Whew, you all, that gave me a hot flash. I could feel that fire from here. I could. Yeah. Was man-made, as usual. Honestly, they pretty much 99%. Yeah, but yet ask yourself, why? Why would they do that? Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, I jumped over there to Table Mountain to look at that fire. And I do have a Table Mountain on here on this YouTube. I have a Table Mountain playlist of the things that were documented from there. But yeah, what we were looking at before that, before I got distracted, was the UFO, the interdimensional beings at, yeah, mini girl, I don't know. It doesn't matter. At least you're able to speak and you're not blocked. That's something to be thankful for, isn't it? I think it is. I really do. So let's look at that. This literally showed up. It's an interdimensional UFO. It showed up on the Nashville, Tennessee live webcam. And there is activity that centers around this building right here. Christine Faith, yes, YouTube will automatically delete comments, and they will literally disappear. I've been on a live video before on YouTube, and I've seen somebody write a comment, and then within less than a second, that comment literally vanishes due to the algorithms. Look down here. So there's like a UFO here. And this right here, look at this. This is a telltale sign of like those disc-shaped UFOs right here. Because if you put them in the edge detect, they look like this. But there's something in the water. There's something in the water. But this is the UFO, the interdimensional UFO that literally came off the building. This is the shape it took. You see, it's like flying all over the place. It looked kind of like a Mothman, but it went up there. And then it's right here. You can see it had changed its shape is what had happened. Yeah, they, let me flip this around. There are ships. There's all kinds of interdimensional ships, and they say that in the water, they're also down there in the ocean. There's supposed to be big, gigantic bases in the ocean with different types of beings in the ocean. And, there was another place that I would go to in France. And there was all this plasma. I haven't been there in a long time. But we would track how these UFOs, these interdimensional UFOs and or UFOs, they would come through the sky. They'd go down at certain points in the city, and they'd go underground. There were like four main areas where these UFOs, these interdimensional, these under the earth UFOs would literally come down and enter into the city. Yeah, so this is not rare. This is actually happening, I believe, in every single city across the world. I really do believe that every single country, you've got UFOs, you've got interdimensional beings. We have a whole world underneath our feet is what we've got. A whole world underneath our feet, a whole civilization, not with just one being. I think with all different types of beings underneath our feet. That's their world down there, and we're up here in this world. Now, yeah, it's wild, but it's okay. And now look at this. So, you may say, Gina, what's an interdimensional being? Look what they say. An interdimensional being is an extra-dimensional being, is a type of hypothetical. It's not hypothetical at all. Entity in a dimension beyond our own. Such beings are common in science fiction, fantasy, and supernatural fiction. I don't think that this is supernatural. I am sorry. You see how they did that? Hypothetical entity in a dimension beyond our own. Well, it exists because CERN itself wanted to open up a parallel world, a dimension besides our own, so that they could learn. Oh, so this is not hypothetical. These dimensions beyond our own do exist. They do. You can literally walk from this dimension, if you know how, into the other dimension. They can come into our dimension. You ever seen angelic beings? And or you've seen the small grays and stuff. They literally just walk in and walk out, just like that, at different areas. Hello there, King. Ahucho mundo. Hola. The We Work was involved with, Shambhala. Yeah, so your daughters, sometimes people can see them, and they do have a connection with them. Have you ever wondered about your children when they're little? If you've had a childhood play invisible friend, okay, like you had a little friend that you played with all the time, even though nobody could see them, but you could see them and you would talk to them. I believe that they were there from the other dimension, and they do exist. They do. Yeah. So this is not hypothetical, you all. None of it is. It is real, and it's happening, and it's not sci-fi. It's not. There's benevolent beings, and then there are malevolent beings. Yeah, I don't watch nobody. I don't watch third phase moons or anything like that. I don't. I do have a life outside of social media. I try to maintain a balance between my life and social media. I think it's important to try to get that healthy balance. But yeah, no, I really don't. I don't watch hardly anything. Yeah. Sorry, I don't. Yeah. Well, I am going to go, you all, but thank you so much for coming on here. They were using some of your videos, Gina. You blew their minds, and one of the guests was a SpaceX worker that admitted to you being so on point. Well, see, I don't know where my videos go. I don't know where my pictures go. I've had 2 years worth of all this stuff, and I don't know where all they went. They went somewhere. And I'm glad because they've been public. It's literally been documentation of what's out there. And it's okay. It really is. It's all right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Lori Green, I don't feel like dancing right now. I don't. But when I do, I will. I can't just make myself dance. I can't. It's just not happening. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's nice to see you all too. Thank you so much, Apple Brooks, Demetrius. Thank you all so much for moderating. Have a wonderful day. Love you.